So it's incredibly important that we manage our stress levels, and I've got a handful of really practical tips that we can use. One is about posture. So there's a brilliant TED talk by a woman called Amy Cuddy who talks about power poses. And essentially, if we sit, so if I sit in a classic kind of power pose, I wouldn't have my legs crossed. I'd sit with my feet flat on the floor. I'd have my shoulders back. I might even have my palms kind of up on my lap. I used to do this a lot at work. You're just opening up your posture. You're bringing more power into your posture. Whereas if we sit and we're folded over like this, it's a low power pose. When we sit in a low power, we increase cortisol and we decrease testosterone, which is like our kind of power hormone. When we sit in a more open posture, or ideally, literally go and stand in the loos for 2 minutes with your arms above your head. I can't do it, I've got a dodgy shoulder, but arms above your head, and your feet kind of wide on the floor, and just stand there for 2 minutes, you'll lower the levels of cortisol. 2 minutes, I mean, it's astonishing. Lower the levels of cortisol, increase the levels of testosterone, you'll feel less stress and you'll feel more empowered. You can use that kind of technique literally to use your body to change your mind. Another really wonderful in the moment technique is to do a humming breath. All it is 3 breaths, in through the nose and then hum for as long and as slowly as you can on the out breath. I recommend you sit down the first time you do it, just in case it makes you a little bit lightheaded, because it might. So it's and you just keep going for as long as you can. It just brings your attention onto your breath, onto your body, so you'll find like your whole system starts to relax, and also you come away perhaps from those thoughts that have been churning round and round. And you can also then sort of see, well, where in my body can I feel it? What we believe is that it helps activate the vagus nerve, which is this really important part of our central nervous system. It's the main channel of communication from the body up into the brain. So when we're telling that we're literally doing something in our body, which is not the kind of thing you do when you run away from a saber-toothed tiger, like you don't hum as you run away from a saber-toothed tiger. You're calming your system, and your body is then telling your brain it's safe to relax. Another one which I really love to share with clients is circles of control. So it's not necessarily something that you can use right in the moment, but it's definitely something you can use when you notice that something is really agitating you. Maybe it's a particular relationship with someone, or it's a particular situation that's going on in your life. You draw 2 circles, one bigger than the other one. In the big one, you write all the things I can control about this situation, all the things I can control in the big one. In the smaller one, you write all the things you can't control. And it just helps you see there's an awful lot more that you can control, and there is no point expending energy on the stuff that you can't control. So really focus your attention on the stuff that you can, and that is really empowering.